You might feel an urge to stroke a puppy or a kitten if you see one in the street, but it's a whole other story once you're out in the wild. Not all creatures are so receptive of tummy rubs, and some will go out of their way to harm you if you're considered a threat. The animals we're showing you today are ones you could stumble across and assume they just want attention, but in fact, they might show you their territorial side before too long. Make sure to stick around until the end to hear about the adorable creature with a jaw as powerful as a great white shark's. But before we surprise you with the dark side of these cuddly animals, make sure to like this video, subscribe to The Richest, and join our awesome notification squad. Now let's get into 10 cute creatures you should always run away from. With its huge eyes, soft-looking skin, and cute persona, you'd be forgiven for wanting to pick up a slow loris and give it a big cuddle. After all, it looks just like a cuddly toy. But these giant-eyed nocturnal primates found across a variety of countries around Indonesia are actually deadly beings. In fact, the slow loris is actually the world's only venomous primate, but where their poison is hiding might confuse you. The slow loris stores its poison in patches around its elbows. When this creature feels threatened, it sucks the venom from the patch, mixes it in its mouth, and wastes no time before delivering an incredibly toxic bite. Contrary to its name, the slow loris is actually quite a fast animal, especially when it's feeling scared. However, while this venom might be able to kill you, some people consider it a prized possession that has medicinal and spiritual benefits. So very sadly, if cruel people manage to capture a slow loris, it can easily spend its last days being roasted alive, while eager onlookers try to catch the liquid that drips out. If that doesn't make you cry, we don't know what will. Our second creature is equally as cute, but luckily for you, might be slightly more difficult to stroke, unless you find yourself in the water, of course. The pufferfish might give you throwback memories from a certain Disney movie, but the real-life fish isn't quite as sweet as the animated version. Otherwise known as a blowfish, these clumsy-looking creatures spend their days looking confused while swimming around in the ocean. Their awkward style of swimming makes them vulnerable to predators, but they've got a few survival tactics up their sleeves. First, as the name suggests, this fish has the ability to blow itself up into a virtually inedible ball. Some of the 120 species of pufferfish also have spines on their skin, causing a crunchier bite than anticipated. But these fish are also dangerous to humans. Almost all pufferfish contain tetrodotoxin, a substance up to 1,200 times more poisonous than cyanide. Despite knowing this, the pufferfish is often served up as a delicacy in Japan, where it's called fugu. It's incredibly expensive at around $200 per serving and can only be prepared by trained, licensed chefs who know exactly how to spot a bad poisoned fish. However, there are still many deaths caused each year from people eating a spoiled pufferfish. Our previous cute but dangerous creature might have the ability to grow up to 3 feet long, but that's no match for the next animal on our list, the Siberian tiger. These incredible beasts seem like they have caring eyes and super soft fur, but in actual fact, they take no prisoners when it comes to approaching their prey. The Siberian tiger is the largest big cat in the world, above the likes of lions, cheetahs, and jaguars. The largest one ever recorded grew to a huge 11.5 feet long. This creature is spotted mainly in eastern Russia with a small population in China. It tends to avoid humans, so you'd have to be particularly unfortunate to come across one. But ignore these adorable paws and big gazing eyes, because if this animal gets on your bad side, you're probably a goner. These creatures tend to feast on moose, wild boars, and deer. However, if they're hungry, the Siberian tiger will eat whatever comes closest. It's even been noted for managing to chow down on a bear in the past. You might think that having the ability to rip a bear to shreds would put you in top position of the most dangerous animal in the world. But nope, you'll have to do better than that. The Siberian tiger might come close, but the poison dart frog is thought to hold the record for the most lethal creature amongst us. And if you wanted some kind of visual comparison, keep this in mind. A single golden poison frog harbors enough poison to kill 10 fully grown men. These small animals might look adorable, but they're definitely meant for admiring from a distance. There are many types of poison dart frogs, but today we'll be focusing on the golden variety because it's especially impressive. This creature has poison in the glands beneath its skin and sweats it out when it's agitated. This venom causes paralysis and even death when it enters the bloodstream, even in the smallest quantities. And even the baby frogs are equipped with this poison, which acts as a deterrent for predators who might otherwise consider them easy targets. But some people use this poison to their advantage. Hunters from Colombia's Imbera tribe actually catch the frogs to extract their poison, which is then used to hunt other creatures with venom-tipped darts. You were probably quite impressed earlier when we told you about the Siberian tiger eating a bear, but that doesn't mean bears aren't that powerful because they're also on our list of cute but potentially deadly animals. Grizzly bear, otherwise known as the North American black bear, can grow up to 8 feet long with a maximum weight of 800 pounds. You definitely don't want to get too close to one of them. Sure, they might look like the cuddly bears reminiscent of our childhood movies, but the real-life ones have the potential to cause harm. Most of the time, they're solitary creatures, but it's possible to find them congregating at prime Alaskan fishing spots when the salmon run upstream for summer spawning. These powerful creatures rest easy at the top of the food chain and can easily attack humans if they feel threatened. They might look like rather lumpy animals, but they can run up to 30 miles per hour, so there's no chance of escaping one if it's heading towards you. Bears, like humans, have a circle of personal space they don't want invaded, so admire these creatures from far away and you'll be safe. The name grizzly bear is probably enough to put you off of approaching this creature, and it's not the only one with a warning in its name. Our next creature, the wolverine, has a name that descends from a German term meaning devours much, and it's certainly no lie. The average wolverine only weighs around 33 pounds but has the ability to cause a lot of pain. These animals are known for their elongated, sharp teeth and ability to run up to 24 miles per hour. Their jaws are so strong that they can crush the bones of their prey to suck out the bone marrow. They can even tear apart frozen carcasses. In the past, they've been known to occasionally attack humans. They're omnivores and so will eat anything that crosses their path, from nuts and berries to moose and caribou. They're animals that you should keep an eye out for if you're walking through the Canadian woods because these creatures hunt from behind. They'll climb trees and pounce onto the backs of their prey in order to sort their dinner plans. Let's take a moment to climb down from the trees with the wolverines and jump into the ocean with the leopard seals. Well, let's not get too close because these animals might look adorable, but there's more than meets the eye. The female leopard seal, which is the larger of the pack, can reach weights of 1,300 pounds and can grow up to 10 feet long. When they're in a hurry, these beasts can swim up to 25 miles per hour. And while they might seem sweet and are even known to sometimes smile, these beasts can certainly cause some damage. Most recently, a leopard seal drowned a marine biologist who was working with the British Antarctic Survey. The seal dragged the worker almost 200 feet below ground and would not let them go until it was too late. No one is sure if the seal actually meant to fatally injure the worker, but it served as a reminder of the potential danger these creatures hold. Usually they survive on a diet of pretty much everything that crosses their paths, no matter whether that's Antarctic mammals, fish, or penguins. The leopard seal clearly seems like it's built with the means to attack people if need be, but next up on our list is a creature that seems so docile you'd have thought violence was impossible. The giant anteater has poor vision, bad hearing, and no teeth. These three components would have probably made you think that the only thing it eats is, well, ants. But in actual fact, these huge beasts have been known to attack humans, and they leave only a gruesome trail behind. The giant anteater lives in savanna-like fields in South America and Central America. They can grow up to 7 feet long and use the 4 sharp claws on both of their forelimbs to find their food. But it's these sharp claws that have also been known to fatally attack humans. In 2014, a deceased hunter was found in horrible condition in northwestern Brazil. You guessed it, the giant anteater had gotten in there and done his worst. It happened only 2 years after a similar incident had taken place with a human losing a fight against this long-nosed creature. So the giant anteater might make you go, "Aw," but it's not quite as cute as the beaver. But beyond their buck teeth and busy behavior, these creatures are hiding a deadly streak. Before you get too concerned about beavers creeping up behind you in a surprise attack, we'll put your mind at rest. These animals generally stay away from humans, but you might find yourself in trouble if you get on the wrong side of one. A beaver's preferred habit is close to water, since it's better at swimming than walking, and it's here where you might accidentally frighten one. In 2016, 2 people were attacked by a beaver in Connecticut in the river near Route 101. The pair had been swimming when one of them felt something clamp down on her rib cage. She shoved her hand into the creature's mouth to push it off, and it tore through the ligament of her thumb. She was left with some deep gashes on her side, and her boyfriend also had to receive stitches. And back in 2013, a 60-year-old fisherman died in Belarus after a beaver bit open an artery in his leg. You might struggle to avoid some of the previous creatures in our video today, but the last one is quite easy to spot because you'll likely hear it before you see it. We're talking about the hyena. It's another that we've seen portrayed in popular movies, but it doesn't seem to have been portrayed 100% accurately. Many people refer to hyenas as being similar to dogs, but they're actually far more closely related to cats. These animals can grow up to 5.9 feet long and can weigh up to 190 pounds. You'll find them all over the world, from southern Zambia, Angola, and Mozambique to the Sahara Desert, South Africa, and even southern Siberia. As you might have guessed by now, they've got pretty hardy temperaments and are able to adapt to most circumstances. And as a result, they're tough creatures. Hyenas have jaws as powerful as a great white shark's. They have the ability to crush an elephant's leg, and they devour every last morsel of their prey, bones included. They chase in packs and aren't afraid of humans. If that wasn't enough to scare you, we don't know what is. One man in Zimbabwe was left in critical condition after 12 hyenas approached his house. While over in Ethiopia, urban hyenas are known for targeting and attacking rough sleepers. That's all for 10 cute creatures you should always run away from. Can you think of any other adorable but deadly animals that should have made this list? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to The Richest, and we'll see you next time.